I think we recognised that we wanted to start a conversation a little bit more about menopause being open in the organisation. So we've had a policy for a couple of years, or some guidelines, but I think it's fair to say that it wasn't being openly discussed. So we wanted to take the opportunity this year, National Menopause Month as well was around, and to really start the conversation about it in the business. So we shared a communication across all of our colleagues, just to share some facts really about it, to sort of start to build a little bit of awareness about what it was, what it means. We were really keen to make sure that reached all colleagues, because for us, although women go through the menopause, we wanted to recognise that actually it's very much a women and men issue. You know, every man has a mother if they don't have a daughter, wife or sister, and actually half of our managers are male, you know, and managers are a key population for us, I think, in terms of actually supporting the right environment for women to be able to speak up and, you know, talk about menopause if they need to. So we also did a survey with our female colleagues, because we thought it was important to find out what support they wanted in the workplace rather than to assume, and we had an overwhelming response to that, and that's really helped us to understand a bit more about their symptoms, what they experience in the workplace, whether they feel comfortable talking about it, and if not, why not. And then I think we've really started to just do some awareness sessions really, and I think the thing that's been powerful to me is the importance of talking, and actually how much difference that makes to women, knowing that they're not alone actually, and they can have that conversation. So that's been incredibly powerful, and I think for me that's given us a lot of information to really make sure that what we're doing going forward will really help to support women in the workplace. My sense, and from talking to people on my table, but also the discussions, are that there's a lot being done around well-being, certainly, and I think that should be the case, that it's holistic, our approach to well-being. I think that a lot of people felt that they could be doing more, specifically for women's well-being, and I think there's been some really interesting examples today of actually some simple things you can do, but actually also some quite groundbreaking things you can do around really parity across the genders, around well-being and health, and I think that will help women, because actually this is not about singling us out, it's actually just about recognising that there are differences, and I think actually that's been quite a basic thing to talk about today, but a fundamental thing actually.